sitting. Gooch, get inside.
Let's go, dude. Come on.
You trying to tell me there ain't no UFO? What will be sitting there like that? A dark cloud? That damn dark?
Dream, you're not going down.
That dark? Like that? I want to see that motherfucker move.
You're not going down.
Right?
Hey! Lucy, let's go. Dream, stop.
If it was over top of the moon,
Oh, yeah, go.
it's going to the west. This dark thing is going to the right now. You don't see that? It was over top of the moon when I first saw
Hey, sir, there you have it, man. The chariots. And first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rokakwadash, and double honors to the other bishops and apostles of great millstone that taught me this truth. Yahweh, who this world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Bahashem means in the name, Rakah means spirit, and Kodash means holy. And that's all in the Paleo Hebrew. So as you saw in the video, this is a chariot, and a lot of people, they know about, the UFOs, and they have all types of questions and theories, but what they don't know is that these vehicles, they're not little green aliens. These are the vehicles that the angels drive around. Okay, and we can prove that with Ezekiel chapter 1. And this is going into the angels, right? So I'll start at verse 16. It says, "The appearance of the wheels and their work, like unto the color of a beryl, and therefore had one likeness. And the appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel." Right? So the work, the vehicle, looks like a wheel inside of a wheel, which when you look at a saucer, that's exactly what it looks like from the bottom. If you're looking from top on down or bottom to top, it looks like a wheel inside of a wheel. It says, "When they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went." Right? So going into their navigation, right? They could go, up, down, left, right, the four sides, and they turned not when they went. So they could be going straight, but be going, they could be looking straight, but be going completely backwards. Telling you that they're above, their movement is above the 3D. Out here traveling at the speed of light and hitting 90-degree angles. So, I'm going to jump down to, actually, I'm going to keep reading. It says, "As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about the four. And we liken that to the lights that a lot of times, you see on these vehicles. It says, and when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. Whithersoever the Spirit was to go, they went. Thither was their spirit to go. And the wheels were lifted up over against them. For the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. And that's the point. Is that the spirit of the angels is in these vehicles. And they're the ones that are controlling them. So I'm gonna go to a couple scriptures here, straight to the point, going into, prophets that have seen these vehicles. This is Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes, and behold, and looked, and behold, a flying roll. A flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Right? So it's a curse that we see these vehicles across the entire earth, because those are the vehicles that are going to come and destroy majority of this world, specifically America. Babylon the Great. It says, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Right? And who is the house of the thief? The thief is Esau, Edom. Right? Where's the house, the main habitation of the Edomites? America. That's why, it said that it was gonna enter into the house, America, and it was gonna remain here. And that's why you see, UFO sightings worldwide. If you look at a map, this is what you get. You find that worldwide, it's all in America, the house of the thief. So, and a little bit of Europe, more Edomites over there also. So, hey, there you go. There you go. Scriptures are 100% on point. Now, let's read this in Revelation 11, going into the salvation. Revelation 11 and verse 12, it says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Right? And that's talking about the salvation, which is going to be going up into one of those vehicles. In the scriptures, they're referred to as clouds, but it's talking about the angels, those vehicles. So a lot of people think that's fairy tale because they've seen it on movies. But where do you think all these movie directors began their ideas from? And they get it from the scriptures. So we got one more. This is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, and verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. Right, and that's going into the Israelites waking up today. Right, we're standing in great boldness before our oppressors, letting them know that, hey, soon the Lord is going to raise us up. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. Right, so when these heathens see the chariots come back, so-called UFOs, they're going to be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation, because they're not expecting us to be ascending up to heaven in one of these vehicles, in a cloud. That's why it's going to be strange to them. But it's going to happen. It's prophesied to happen. So, a quick hit there. Hopefully this is edifying with that, and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of great millstone that taught me the truth. Shalom to you, Shalom.